So now we have the problem 1/3 plus 2/10. So we're asked to add these two fractions, right? So first, I'm going to represent 1/3. Now the denominator tells us how many equal parts we need to have, right? So we need to have 3 equal parts. So I'm going to divide this rectangle into 3 equal parts. I have 2 already, so I need 1 more. So now I have 3 equal parts. The numerator tells you how many parts I should shade. So I should shade 1 part out of this 3 equal parts. And that's it. So this is a representation of 1/3 by using this rectangle. Now to our second fraction, we need 10 equal parts, right? So I already have 2, so it means that I need 8 more. So count. Let's count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I have 10 equal parts. So I need to shade 2 parts out of the 10 equal part. So it's going to be 1, 2. And there is my fraction. 2 parts out of 10. Now to add these two fractions, I need to combine these two representation or these two model of these fractions. So I'm going to combine them. Now after combining both fractions, what you realize that the number of equal parts is going to change, right? So now I have a total amount of 30 equal parts, as you can see, because from here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright? So in this row we have 10 plus another 10, that's 20, plus another 10, that's 30. So now we have 30 equal parts. So that means our common denominator is going to be 30, right? So for the red fraction here, we have 10 parts being shaded. As you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright? So that's just 10 out of 30. For the blue area, we have a total of 6 parts being shaded. This is 2, 4, 6. So that's 6 out of 30. Now, because the denominator are the same, you simply keep the denominator of 30 and just combine the numerator. So it's going to be 10 plus 6, which gives you 16 out of 30. Right? So the amount of shaded area that we have is now 16 parts out of 30. So that's our answer. And this can be reduced by dividing both the numerator and denominator by 2, which gives us a final answer of 8 out of 15 parts. And you are finished. Now to another problem where we have 3/4 plus 2/5. Now we need to make a representation. So for the red fraction, it's going to be 4 equal parts. We have 2 already, so we just need to add 2 more. 3, 4. So that's 4. See it? Now I need 3 shaded areas. So 3 parts must be shaded. That's the numerator. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3. So that's a representation of 3/4, right? Now for the second fraction, I need 5 equal parts. I have 2 already, so I just need to add 3 more. It's going to be 3, 4, 5. So here I have my 5 equal parts. So the amount of shaded region must be 2 parts out of the 5. So that's the numerator. So I'm going to have 1, 2 parts. So now to complete the question, I need to combine both fractions. So I'm going to put both of them in 1. So if I combine them, now you know that the number of total equal parts is going to change. Here we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 plus 5, that's 10, plus 5 plus 15, plus 5 more, that's 20. So our total number of equal parts is now 20. So that's where this new denominator come from. Now the amount of the amount of red parts that is shaded out of the total is going to be 15. As you can see, this is 5 plus 5 more plus 5 more. So that's 15. So that's where you see 15 out of 20. And note that 15 out of 20 is equivalent to 3 out of 4. Right? Now for the number of shaded region for the blue fraction, which is 2/5, here we have 2, 4, 6, 8. So it is 8 parts out of a total of 20. So that's just 8 out of 20. And note that 8 out of 20 is equivalent to 2 out of 5. Now because we have a common denominator of 20, it means that we're going to keep our common denominator and simply add the numerator. So it's going to be 8 plus 15, that gives us 23. Now we just reduce this, or we just rewrite it as a mixed number. How many groups of 20 can we get out of 23? That's 1 and 3 is left. So our final answer is 1 and 3 out of 20. Okay? So now we are asked to add 2 quarters plus 2 6. Now let's make our representation. So the denominator tells us the amount of equal parts that we should have. So I should have 4 equal parts. I have 1 already, so I'm going to add 3 more. That's 2, that's 3, and that's 4. So this is now 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. I must shade 2 parts out of it, and that's the numerator. So I must shade 1, 2. So that's a representation of 2 quarter. Now to the blue fraction, I must have a total of 6 equal parts. I have 2 already, so I'm going to add 4 more. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I have 6 equal parts, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal parts. I need to shade 2 parts out of the 6. So I'm going to have 1, 2. So now I have 2 parts out of the 6. So that's a representation of 2 6. Now to complete the question, I need to combine both representation of the fractions. Now look at the representation. You would have known that the denominator, or the number of equal parts, is going to change. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm counting by 6. So it's going to be 6 plus 6, that's 12. Plus 6 more, that's 18. Plus 6 more, that's 24. So the amount of equal parts I now have is 24, and that's the denominator. Now how many red part is shaded out of the 24? You would have realized that I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Alright, so I have 12 parts out of the 24. Now for the blue section, how many equal parts I have shaded? I have 2, 4, 6, 8. So it is 8 parts out of 24. So now I have created an equivalent fraction. So you just need to keep the denominator of 24 and simply combine the numerator. So it's going to be 12 plus 8, that's 20 out of 24. Note, both 20 and 24 can be divided by 4. So 20 divided by 4, that gives you 5. 24 divided by 4, that gives you 6. So your final answer is 5/6. And that is how you add fraction from a conceptual point of view. I hope that this video would have helped you to master the skills of adding fractions and help you to have a better understanding of how to combine two fractions. Thank you for watching, and please remember to like, subscribe if you are new, share, comment. Alright? Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.